COVID cases are soaring in Vermont.
214 new cases of COVID-19.
Theater in all forms looks a lot different this year.
It's been tough going during this pandemic.
I was noticing the people who usually host us inside of these halls seem to be really missing not just musicians, but having the audiences there. Is there any way to go visit these halls, go visit these people who usually welcome us over and over again every year and see how they're doing, see how their establishment is doing?
Because Vermont have all these big name music festivals that are hosted, and you actually get to listen to world-class performance within the state. But at the same time, there are performing arts or other performance art that comes within the state, and this pandemic being an occasion to highlight what's actually happening locally.
And also to collaborate as musicians that actually live here, not me ending up in Massachusetts and Hiromi ending up in New York and Letitia, you know, but really being home and playing together.
There's something about an empty stage that I think has always been incredibly inspiring to all of us. So the idea of going to see these places that way.
Highland is just so special. You think, like, did the GPS take a wrong turn? Like, where is this hall? You come over this hill and then there's, like, you know, fields, and then there's this center, and it's really so stunning. No matter,
it's the full package center. It's
right.
got the art,
it's got the food, the art, and the hall, and a great piano.
Even during this pandemic, they've been very, very innovative about what they can do in this environment.
Having lived here my entire life, I just couldn't wait to get out of here. My heart was with the arts. There was none of that around here. I've spent many evenings driving a long distance to be part of a good chorus or to go see a show. To have a state-of-the-art building brings those things to this area more than ever.
It's not every day that you find a facility like this in a town of 700.
It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty amazing. It's a state-of-the-art facility. It's modeled on the globe. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous.
So when COVID hit, how did it impact programming here?
We had just planned a really exciting spring season with some really large, high-profile names, and we canceled all those, which was a big disappointment, and had to figure out what providing arts to our community was going to look like moving forward.
It's given everyone here a chance to really be creative in different ways, maybe ways they never thought of.
We did a couple experimental things. We did, you know, an outside walking trail based on Alice in Wonderland, because we thought the world is topsy-turvy, what a great story.
Right.
I mean, there's always sort of like a constant looming fear that we were doing the right thing. It was easier outside because the risk was a lot less. We need to reimagine how we offer programming to fit winter outside.
We wanted to create a trail where people can safely recreate on skis or snowshoes, but also appreciate art. We were a team effort installing over 2 months. We installed 11 Vermont artists plus 5 works from HCA's scene shop.
And people really responded in a positive way to the art and really enjoyed it. Thought it was a unique way to enjoy the outdoors.
We had over 300 people the first weekend, but that spread out over many hours, over quite a big distance, so it felt really safe. On the weekends, the cafe's open, so we have fires going, that you can get a grilled cheese and soup.
The cafe, as being part of an art center, needs to enhance the programming here. With the fires and this art trail, you know, I just think of something warm and cozy for that. Grilled cheese sandwiches of different flavors, simple. I want the food to be excellent and delicious, but it's more about the food enhancing the experience of the show. My satisfaction would just be looking out the window and seeing people having a good time.
It's all you want out of a ski day anyway. That's what I did. I skied down, went to the lodge, and had hot chocolate.
Exactly, yeah, the hot chocolate's the best part.
That's the best part.
Yeah. For me, that was really a reimagining and something that we landed on that I might not have come to unless we were under like these circumstances.
But the worst is having a mask go over your eyes in the middle of a piece. Exactly, and then I need to hold it with my violin and then not slip my violin around.
So that's been a real learning experience because I think some of those things that we've learned over the last 9 or 10 months will probably be things that we carry out through the next year or longer.
We were initially rehearsing for a trio concert that was supposed to happen in July. Then it became clear that it's not going to happen.
We just thought, like, what else can we do together and what other projects can we start?
The idea of making something visual started from there.
My name's Emily Tauble, and I grew up originally in New Hampshire. I went to Yale and then on to the New England Conservatory in Boston, so mostly in the Northeast. Met my husband briefly in music school. We overlapped by a few months, and he took an internship in Vermont. It's just a 3-month thing. I'll be back after the summer. And then after 8 years of long distance, he still hadn't left. I moved up here in 2014, and I'm really glad I did.
My name is Letitia Quanti. I moved up to Vermont around the same time as Emily. Yeah, and so I moved up here in 2014, actually very unaware of how rich the music scene was in Vermont, besides what I knew of in the summertime. And so from there, I got reintegrated, and I was just blown away by how many awesome musicians are up in Vermont.
My name is Hiromi Fukuda. I am originally from Japan. I came to the US to go to school in New York, and my first Vermont encounter was coming to Green Mountain Chamber Music Festival as one of their artist faculty and staff pianists. And then I met my husband, who came to one of my concerts in Burlington, got married, and decided it's time to move up here. I still teach at a college in Massachusetts, so I'm usually all over the Northeast. But this pandemic has really given me like a good opportunity to really explore the state, get to know my fellow musicians on a personal and professional capacity.
Because of this time, we suddenly realized how important these places are more than ever. Not to have them and to see communities divide over, politics or so many things. I feel like art is this place that brings everyone back together and brings everyone back together in such a way that's not a depressive, but a pushing towards hope. Community art centers, performance places it should be the heartbeat of our society.
How do you think the community here will respond when concerts can come back? Do you think people will be comfortable coming back to the center?
I mean, that's like the big question for us. Vermont has been so amazingly cautious and following the rules and wearing masks and social distancing that has like led to our low numbers. So we want to make sure we're part of that solution.
Right.
And it could be that Vermonters are the slowest to come back because they are cautious. And if we want to have a thriving arts community when this pandemic is over, we have to find ways to support them now. And we've been trying to do that.
Every little town has a church or a barn or something amazing, it seems like.
And we want all those places to be happy and healthy and see live music again and theater, but that only happens if we can sustain them through this hard time.
Vermont PBS, partnering with local filmmakers to bring you stories made here. For more, visit vermontpbs.org.